You have been watching the NBC special report on former President Donald Trump, who has now been charged with more counts in regards to his alleged attempt to overturn the 2020 election. We are continuing to monitor this story. We will stay with it, but for right now, we will take you to our regularly scheduled 6 p.m. broadcast.
From the beaches to the bays, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News at 6 starts right now.
A plea for more police staffing in the town of Dewey Beach. Why they say they need more officers. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Mallory Metzner in for Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our news at 6. We begin tonight with a push from the Dewey Beach Police Department for safer streets.
After a summer of increasing gang activity and teenage crime, the department is asking for more officers to staff their fleets year-round. Coast TV News reporter Heidi Kirk shows us why police say they've been in a pinch more than once.
A town just about 1 mile long, housing only about 400 on this stretch year-round, but growing in full-timers and tourists every year.
I've been coming here for 10 years. I think it's one of the best beach towns you can come to.
Growing interest is just one reason the Dewey Beach Police Department wants to add 3 full-time officers to its fleet of 10 who already work here. An idea people like Joe Schroeder welcome.
Police presence always is better than not having it. I think that deters people from doing crazy stuff at night, so I think it's a good thing.
In this letter to the town council from Police Chief Constance Speaks, she says it can be hard to staff all 8 officers required for a 12-hour shift when someone goes on vacation or calls out sick.
Not only that, but Chief Speak also says the increase will allow her to better distribute tasks among the force and deter the increase in crime they've seen this summer. Lieutenant Cliff Dempsey says safety is number one.
I think the more police officers that are seen, on a daily and nightly basis, makes the community feel like that they're well protected and doing.
Commissioners will meet here in town on Friday at 4 p.m. to discuss this proposal. They say funding is going to be front of mind when approaching this conversation, and up to this point, no decisions on where that money will come from have been made. In Dewey Beach, I'm Heidi Kirk, Coast TV News.
If you head to the Ocean City Convention Center in the future, parking your car may be a bit different, but not every neighbor is on board with some of the proposed changes. Coast TV News reporter Charles Reinert shows us that the town is exploring multiple parking options for the center.
Finding a spot at the Ocean City Convention Center can be a challenge at times, but some potential changes could be coming down the road. The Ocean City Town Council approved a parking study and master plan for the convention center today, which will review any potential future expansion and how to add parking to grow with it.
We do have some events right now that, as the convention center has grown and become more and more successful, where parking is becoming an issue. We need to, we expect that as the convention center continues to get successful, that may become more of an issue.
Some expansion plans include a parking garage or more off-site parking lots. But neighbor Sandy does not think a parking garage would be the right way to fix the issue.
I think having a parking garage is really going to affect views that people are used to of the bay and the beach. It's going to bring in a lot of trafficking, and there's already traffic pulling out of the parking lot, which blocks up traffic.
Olive Moyer says the convention center is a big draw to the town, and any expansion would be great for Ocean City.
It's important to our economy, the commerce, everything. Where the big groups come in and people get to visit Ocean City, explore it. As long as it benefits the big groups and benefits Ocean City, I think it would be a great idea.
With more and bigger events planned in the future, the current parking options can't keep up with the parking demand, and Ocean City is looking for solutions, even if that means more traffic on their streets.
That was Coast TV News reporter Charles Reiner. There are no current plans for any expansions of the convention center or its parking, but this proposed parking study would be paid for with town funds.
A carbon monoxide leak at the Rehoboth Beach Chipotle prompted a hazmat response this morning. According to the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company, crews found that a connection to the business's carbon monoxide tank was leaking. They say 5 Chipotle employees were taken to the hospital, but they are expected to be okay.
Ocean View Town Council will meet on August 17th to consider a proposed marijuana ban. According to the ordinance, the potential ban would stop the sales and production of marijuana in Ocean View, along with banning people from smoking marijuana in smoking lounges if it gets passed. Ocean View is one of many coastal towns to consider banning recreational marijuana, while towns like Bethany Beach and Millville have already put bans in place. Towns like Georgetown and Lewis are still in discussion.
Governor John Carney will sign multiple pieces of legislation to protect Delaware's environment. According to the state, these are some of the bills waiting for Carney's approval. House Bill 10 would allow the annual purchase of electric school buses through fiscal year 2030. The goal, of course, to reduce carbon emissions in the first state. House Bill 11 would require new commercial buildings with a roof of 50,000 square feet or more to meet certain standards and make sure they can support solar panels. And Senate Bill 103 would allow residential buildings to place EV chargers as that becomes more popular in Delaware. The governor is expected to sign the bills August 3rd at 12:30 p.m.
The Delaware Transit Corporation is inviting riders and the public to attend a public hearing workshop tomorrow. The workshop will give people an opportunity to provide input and comments on proposed changes to the DART bus services that become effective on October 22nd. DART says the workshop will be held tomorrow at the Georgetown Public Library from noon to 2 p.m.
The Transportation Infrastructure Investment Fund, also called TIF, application is available for businesses to apply to in Delaware. Well, what does that mean? According to DelDOT, the grant will provide economic assistance for renovation, construction, or any road improvements, specifically that will attract new or expand businesses in the state. The deadline to submit an application is September 5th.
Nonprofit housing developers can now apply for the Catalyst Fund program through the Delaware State Housing Authority. According to the agency, the grants aim to help nonprofit developers rebuild and restore vacant properties in communities affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Officials say applicants can apply for the program online.
DelDOT has announced it will be activating a temporary traffic signal at Route 9 and Monroe Avenue. On Thursday night, DelDOT says the light will begin a 72-hour flashing period. After that, it will switch and go full stop and go on August 7th.
The city of Rehoboth Beach will replace the water main and some associated piping on Laurel Street between Bayard and Scarborough Avenues this fall. City officials say once the work is complete, crews will resurface that block of Laurel Street, along with Scarborough Avenue between Hickman and Christian Streets. They say work is expected to begin in September, and property owners will be receiving a letter soon with additional details from the city.
Happening tonight, a rocket launch at Wallops Island. According to the NASA facility, this will be a Northrop Grumman CRS-19 Antares rocket. It's the 19th Northrop Grumman expedition of this kind, and it's a mission to resupply the International Space Station with cargo it needs. Wallops Island says the best viewing sites are the Ocean City Inlet, the Southern Delaware Coastal State Parks, also Chincoteague Island. The launch is scheduled for 8:31 p.m.
Let's take a live look outside now into our Gateway Subaru camera at the Commander Hotel in Ocean City. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us live from Milford with a look at our weather tonight. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, guys. Can you guys hear that in the background? We're going to hold on. I'm coming. That's what's happening across the Riverwalk as they get prepared for National Night Out here in Milford. All of the folks are gathering right here by the Riverwalk. We're going to talk more about the Riverwalk being that hub for the community, more so in just a moment. But as of right now, let's take a look at your forecast in this area and where we're having the launch. First of all, in Milford, currently, we're at 78 degrees. The dew point temperature is at 58, which is a lot cool and not so bad as far as the humidity is concerned. The heat index only at 79. Generally speaking, we are staying very clear, and we've been that for the entire area. I mean, along the entire coastal region, we've been cleared. All this right here that I'm showing you right there, that's nothing but good old-fashioned ground color. It's like static on an old TV. Oops, I just dated myself, didn't I? Anyway, let's move on. Here's a look at our launch forecast of Wallops Island. Launch time is at 8:31, and we will have 30 to 60 seconds in our area to get a clear view of the launch. Coming up, we're going to be talking about why this is the place to be whenever they have community events right here. And I'm going to go back to listening to Hold On, I'm Coming. Back to you. Hold on, y'all.
Thank you, Paul. And we have a lot more news on the way tonight on Coast TV News at 6.
Take a look at this large hole dug up at the beach, coming up where it is located, how it's causing problems for visitors.
Free meals for students, coming up the new program created to make sure children are fed at no cost in Worcester County.
But first, children playing on the beach, the ways you can protect them based on their summer clothing. We're back in just 60 seconds.
Delmarva's classic rock. Big 107.7.
Priority is for their child to be safe. That remains true while enjoying a beach day.
Many may not realize the color of their child's swimsuit could be putting them at risk of blending into the water instead of standing out for lifeguards to easily spot. Meteorologist Jeanette Gallardo explains.
With so many swimsuit options to choose from, it can be easy to lose focus on the main priority while at the beach: safety. Nico Caceres of Rehoboth Beach Patrol says that what you wear to the beach matters.
It definitely can make a difference if kids or other swimmers are wearing brighter colors, such as like oranges or yellows. Something that makes you distinct, that when you scan over a sea of people in the water, that you stick out.
Both lifeguards and parents tell me that colors such as pink, like I'm wearing today, or bright orange are great not just to spot children easily in the water, but also in the event that a child is separated from their parent. Kathy Dishley, a mother and grandmother from New Jersey, says she's always put her family in bright suits.
When my children were young, I always bought the neon colors because we live by the shore. And I could sit along the coastline and I could spot them jumping in and out of the waves.
If your child does not own a bright colored bathing suit, it is a good idea to swap it out for one that will make them more visible. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm meteorologist Jeanette Gallardo, Coast TV News.
Lifeguards tell us that dark colors such as blue, black greatly decrease the visibility, while colors such as white can appear like a reflection in the water.
Well, another beautiful day is on the way for the middle of the week before it does turn stormy the second half of the week. I'll time out the arrival of those storms coming up just after the break.
If you want your trade-in to be worth more down the road, then shop Toyota. The best resale value brand according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com for the third year in a row. On a $45,000 vehicle, see how these Toyotas are predicted to be worth thousands more than the average vehicle after the first 5 years of ownership. That's performance you can count on. Shop local inventory on buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
The American black duck is an iconic species well known throughout the Delmarva Peninsula. Although the population is currently stable, they're well below their population goals and they're considered a species of concern. The USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service looks to increase and restore black duck habitat throughout the Delmarva Peninsula.
I utilize the Working Lands for Wildlife program to help transform a low-lying wet area into waterfowl habitat.
To learn more about the Working Lands for Wildlife program, contact your local USDA Service Center.
Hepatitis C, don't just treat it, crush it with Maverick.
Conquer it with Maverick.
Cure it with Maverick. Maverick cures all types of Hep C.
In only 8 weeks.
The virus multiplies daily and can damage the liver over time. Maverick stops Hep C and cures it. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had Hep B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV, other medical conditions, and all your medicines. Do not take Mavyret with atazanavir or rifampin. Report right away yellow skin, stomach pain or swelling, confusion and bleeding or bruising.
Hep C, crush it with Mavyret.
Conquer it with Mavyret.
Cure it in only 8 weeks. See Hep C gone with Mavyret.
Ask your doctor about Mavyret. AbbVie could help you save.
Download the WRDE News app on your Apple or Android devices. Just search WRDE Coast TV, the WRDE Coast TV News app. Coverage you can count on.
Chill out and win big at Ocean Downs with Coolers of Cash. Every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, you can win cash or free play, plus a finalist entry for our final drawing on August 26th. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
Tomorrow at 4 on Coast Life, savor the sweetness at Berlin's Peach Festival. Step into history with a tour of the Red Caboose at Lewis Junction. And what wisdom would you share with your younger self? Coast Life tomorrow at 4 on Coast TV.
Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
What you're hearing in the background is just the beginning of everybody getting cranked up for the National Night Out. I mean, and actually the band sounds pretty good. And the food, well, yeah, I'm already getting hungry just kind of smelling of it. But this has been the hub place for the community for quite some time. And they made a conscientious effort to make this Riverwalk, the Mispillion Riverwalk, a place of not only congregating and recreational with basketball and the jungle gym and all that, but a place that means something more than, let's say, what meets the eye. The Riverwalk is a mile long along the Mispillion River, and it goes through the heart of downtown Milford. It's good for sightseeing as well as walking and biking, and is a common path traveled by folks that live there and folks that visit. One of Milford's largest annual outdoor festivals, the Riverwalk Freedom Festival. It's hosted by the city's Chamber of Commerce each year to commemorate 9/11. Construction began this spring on 6 new pickleball courts and a playground nearby. By the way, pickleball, I was thinking about trying that a little bit myself since I'm a tennis guy, but I don't know if I'm allowed if I'm actually a tennis guy. But the Riverwalk is a walk that you just might want to take. It's worth the scenery. The summertime. Come down. They have a wonderful time here with the National Night Out. You can also enjoy the historical aspect of the Mispillion Riverwalk. But most importantly, folks are just coming here as an entire community. Everybody from everywhere. They're still coming in right now, and they're lining up for the food. The food. Paul Williams reporting live in Milford. See you later. Bye. The food.
It looks like a fantastic evening in Milford for the National Night Out festivities there, and we're going to continue with these fantastic editions for at least the next 24 hours. Taking a live look out on our Gateway Subaru camera at the Commander Hotel. Looking gorgeous out there. Plenty of people out there enjoying the boardwalk, enjoying the beach on this beautiful first day of August. You are seeing a little bit of smoke there in the air. A lot of people, my mom was texting me saying that it was cloudy outside. It's not clouds. It's actually wildfire smoke from wildfires burning in Canada this evening. And the good news is, though, that smoke's going to clear out of the area. Temps sitting right around 73 degrees in Ocean City at this hour. Temps all across the region, we're in the 70s. Doesn't get much better than that in early August. 73 in Bethany Beach, is 72 in Rehoboth Beach, 75 in Lewis, and 78 degrees currently in Georgetown. Winds coming lightly out of the east, so we're bringing in some of that cooler air off of the Atlantic. We can see that. We can see that sea breeze right there. That thin line, that's the sea breeze pushing inland. And that's going to continue to move inland over the next couple of hours, and then it just kind of fades out since we are going into the overnight hours. Satellite radar picture. Not a whole lot going on, but the one thing that you can notice, you see this thin line there of gray? That's the smoke traveling out of Canada and moving across the mid-Atlantic. This smoke, though, as you can see, it is sinking south. It's darker just to our north. That's because there is no smoke in the atmosphere just to our north. That's going to be moving south towards us as we head throughout the next few hours. So by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, the smoke will be completely gone. Our 3-day beach forecast looking fantastic. Chincoteague Island, 80 and sunshine on Wednesday. Thursday, increasing clouds. Isolate storms late in the day, but most of us stay dry for most of the day. It's going to be 6-7 p.m., so you can get outside on Thursday. Friday, scattered showers and storms throughout the daytime hours. Ocean City and Fenwick Island looking pretty similar. Wednesday's the nicest day with sunshine, but it does warm up later on in the week with those temps in the low 80s. Friday, it's humid. We got the scattered showers and storms pretty much all day long on Friday. And then in Lewis and Rehoboth Beach, upper 70s to low 80s in Rehoboth Beach. Lewis, we're climbing up into the mid-80s. And we can see on our in-house Futurecast world, we can see some of that rain moving into the area late week. See these arrows? They're pointing out of the south. So we're bringing in some more humid air out ahead of a cold front out west. That's what sparks those isolated storms on Thursday. But as that cold front gets closer, we get more instability into the atmosphere, and then the storms really start to fire off. So Friday, we're going to see those scattered showers and storms pretty much all day long. The good news, though, let's take a look at this. By Saturday, we really start to clear out. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 7-day forecast. Looking gorgeous tomorrow. Mostly sunny temps near 84 degrees. Isolated storms Thursday evening. Scattered storms on Friday with about a 60 to 70% chance. And then Saturday and Sunday, mostly sunny with highs in the upper 80s.
Thank you, Alex. Let's take a look at our Coast TV poll tonight. We want to know, what's your favorite walking spot? Let's take a look at the updated results since we last checked.
Paul made the Milford River Walk look like so much fun, but it's only 2% right now. More people say they just like walking around their own neighborhood. Well, you know what? Good for you. I'm really glad that you enjoy your neighborhood like that. Mallory and I will meet you on the trail or the boardwalk.
That's right.
If you haven't voted yet, you can do that at Coast TV's website or mobile app. And we'll have updated results on Coast TV News at 11.
Assateague Island is asking beachgoers to fill in their holes after they dig them. Officials say that unfilled holes could make it difficult for park employees to drive on the beach. They could injure people who unexpectedly step into them, and this could happen to horses too. They say tidewaters do not always reach all parts of the beach, which means that if you dig a hole, you should fill it in.
The students of 9 Worcester County public schools will be getting free lunches starting this year through the community eligibility provision. Those 9 include elementary, middle, and high schools for Pocomoke, Snow Hill, as well as Cedar Chapel Special School, Buckingham Elementary, and Berlin Intermediate School. Schools become eligible for the community eligibility provision if they're located in low-income areas.
What's going on, sports fans? Kayla Santiago here alongside a local legend in Andre Collins. And Andre, we are just about a week away from something really exciting.
Dre Day. Yeah, 6th annual Dre Day celebrity basketball game. Really looking forward to it.
Can you talk about why you're doing this event? What are the causes for, so the community can kind of know?
Like always, Dre Day was created to bring awareness to gun violence, bullying, and drug abuse, especially in a time right now, where there's a lot of things going on in our communities here in the Eastern Shore. We lost two kids. Not just them, but 2 kids that I'm more familiar with, especially with the basketball and sports in this area, and Josiah JoJo Johnson and with Corey Mumford. So it's really important to try to bring awareness to this stuff, and just for me to do my part and help bring awareness to it.
Andre, this means so much to you, and it also means a lot to us here at DSN. We're excited to be a part of the event. One more time, where can people attend? What times do they need to be there? Yeah, so doors open 2 p.m. It's August the 12th at Washington High School in Princess Anne. Really looking forward. I hope you guys are coming out. Andre, we're looking forward to it as always. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Leah.
I'm Paige.
And I'm Maya.
Welcome to Coast Life.
Coast Life, weekdays at 4 on WRDE Coast TV. 100.9% classic country plays real country.
Doing what we love is the heart of our company. Coastal Comfort delivers expert work, amazing customer service, and is dedicated to consistent improvement. As we continue to grow, we will always be dedicated to serving our customers with the highest quality in products and unmatched customer service. We strongly believe that well done is better than well said. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. We're the experts because we earned it. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Farmers Bank of Willards and Delmarva Sports Network want to congratulate this year's Scholar Athlete Award winners. We are incredibly proud of your work on and off the field. These awards are made possible by Farmers Bank of Willards.
Athletic excellence and academic excellence can be married together in a way that makes this community a better place. We love supporting the local schools, the local athletes. They are our future, so that's why we wanted to participate in the program.
Good luck in your next chapters, future leaders.
It's baseball season, and the Delmarva Shorebirds is your home for fun. Join 93.5 The Beach for Thirsty Thursdays every week. Plus, don't miss special 102.5 WBOC Maryland Pride Thursdays presented by Spicer Brothers. And don't miss Big Beer Fridays with Big Classic Rock 107.7. It's a summer of fun. Let's play ball.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Registration is now open for the 12th annual Dewey Goes Pink event. It happens Saturday, October 7th. The event features a 5K run, walk, or 1.5-mile fun walk in remembrance of those who have lost their battle or are still fighting against breast cancer. This year adds a new pillar to the event, an online auction. The event raised over $1 million last year, and officials expect this year to pass $1.4 million. You can register online.
Well, we're enjoying some absolutely gorgeous conditions out the door this evening as they take a live look out on our tunnel and razor camera at the Lewis Yacht Club. Other than some smoke moving through, some wildfire smoke moving through the skies, looking pretty decent out there. 75 degrees in Lewis at this hour. We are going to get pretty cool overnight for early August, down to 62 degrees. Maybe open up those windows, let some of that fresh air in, give your AC a break. Tomorrow, we're climbing back up to the upper 70s to low 80s, so our beach forecast looking pretty great. Sunshine, 79 degrees. Water temp sitting right around 77 degrees. So our water temp is actually pretty close to the actual air temp. And then our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 10-day forecast shows, other than some storms Thursday and Friday, the weekend looking fantastic. Sunshine, highs in the upper 80s.
Thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.